It came around. It's not out yet. I've played it live, and it's going to come out in May. So I've produced it and it's mixed and everything, but I'm waiting for everything to fall in place and have other things lined up properly so I can release them in a big boo sort of thing. But no, the song came about, it's about my grandparents by my side. And my dad told me the story because I knew my granddad, but he passed away back when I was 3 or 4. And then I never really saw my grandma as much as I probably would have liked to. And so when he told me the story about how they met and how they sort of ended up getting together and getting married and everything, I found it really cute. So I mixed sort of personal experiences that I've been through, because I can relate to that, and to what they've been through. And it was very similar to, we had similar things I could relate to, and I thought it was the right thing to do, and I wrote a song. It took a while because I find it I wanted it to be special, I wanted it to be perfect, and I didn't want to rush that song because it meant a lot to me. And when I played it for the first time, it was for my mum, my dad, and my auntie. And I remember my mum was sat on the side and she was like, she was smiling, she was like, proud mum. My dad was just doing his own thing. My dad doesn't he's not the most emotional of guys, but we love him that way. And my auntie just cried, which I wasn't expecting, but that was a nice sort of first time I played it. And then I've played it since at gigs and pub nights and things like that, and people like it. I played it in the street and someone cried and I was like, oh, sorry. There are moments you're like, I don't go into a room and say, today I'm going to write a song. I can't write that way. I know some people can, and that's really cool, and I'm jealous, but I have to have something that makes me want to write. I have to have, say I'm going through, say my grandmother passed away a few years ago, and I wrote a song about that. It wasn't the nicest song, it wasn't the best song, but it was an emotion that I felt like I wanted to get out, and I wanted to tell people, see if they could relate to stuff that I'd experienced, and it helps that way, I guess. But then you've got like the lovely sort of love songs as well, which get really cringy, but I don't care. I've never been someone to tell people my emotions. I don't like saying, oh, I love you. I bottle everything up and stick it in a song. I'll sit down with my guitar and I'll just be strumming, playing a few songs that I like at the time, and then I'll be like, you know what, I'm in a mood, and I'll hit a chord. And so from by my side, I hit one chord and it just, everything flowed and it just came out. And that tends to be the case with most songs. I hit a chord or I find a rhythm. I've got a few. I've got Coldplay for one. The reason I love Coldplay, or Chris Martin especially, is the way he gets the crowd just up, and their heart accelerates. When you're there, you're like, wow, you're living in the moment. And that moment you will take for the rest of your life. You won't forget that moment. And I think that's what I want to do, is when I play live, I want not people to say, oh yeah, I saw him, he was good. I want them to say, I felt that was great, live that moment, and people go home and like, yeah, I can't believe I was there and stuff, and singing. If I were to write a song and have loads of people singing my song back, without me even at the mic, that would be the dream, knowing that people are singing along with me. Yes, I do. I've got one that I'm really happy about at the moment. Bit of a love song as well, and it's very upbeat, very quick. I really enjoy it. I know whenever I play it, I smile. And I've got other songs as well that I've written, but they will I will add to them. I've got a few finished and they're ready to be produced. I've got the one I'm writing at the moment, which is very nearly finished, but I'm still adding a few things, taking away a few things, thinking, yeah, I could add that. It's like perfectionist. No, I think, yeah, once I release my single, I will have those produced as well, so I can start lining up more releases and then eventually release the EP and album, and see if people enjoy it. It's always nerve-wracking, if people are going to relate to it or not. And you're like, oh no one understands what I was chatting.